I1 Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, the Muscogee Creek Nation, and viewers like you. Thank you.
The Chelsea Dragons and the Mounds Eagles are here to face off on tonight's episode of I1 Answers. And welcome to Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I1 Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry, and tonight's teams are the Chelsea Dragons and the Mounds Eagles. We are so excited to have you both here. Now remember, these teams are competing for a chance at $12,000 in scholarship money that will be awarded in the championship at the end of the season. Let's start off by meeting the players from Chelsea. All right, first off, we have the team captain, Logan Douglas, a senior. And then we have sophomore John Douglas. Then we have sophomore Jaden Griffith and senior Jake Griffith. So cousins, brothers, cousins, all cousins?
We're cousins.
Cousins, just last names are the same? Yeah. Cool. All right, let's meet the Mounds Eagles, starting with you, Jacob Miller, senior and team captain.
Yes.
And we have Cassidy Smith, sophomore. We have Christina Townsend, a junior. And we have Crystalyn Swigert, a junior. All right, welcome Mounds, welcome Chelsea. Are y'all excited? Yeah, good. Are you excited for some questions? Yeah, but it's about what I want, right? And what do I want? Answers. All right, we begin our competition again with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answered questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, Chelsea, y'all ready? Mounds, y'all ready? Let's get our buzzer hands up. Remember, strong slap of that buzzer. Here we go. What is the fear of spiders called? Chelsea?
Arachnophobia.
Correct. During the early 18th century, what was the official religion of the Carolina colony? Mounds?
Quaker.
Incorrect. Chelsea?
Catholic.
Incorrect. Church of England, or Anglicanism. I think that's how you say it. All right. Around 2500 BC, on the isthmus that links the two continents of the Western Hemisphere, what product similar to corn was domesticated? Chelsea?
Maize.
Correct. The area known as the cradle of civilization includes two Mesopotamian river valleys. Name either. Chelsea?
Tigris.
Yes. Yes, name either. So that you named either, Tigris and Euphrates. What sculpture by Rodin presents a man sitting on a rock? Chelsea?
The sinker.
Correct. What differentiates the euphotic, dysphotic, and aphotic zones in the ocean? Chelsea?
Sunlight levels.
Correct, amount of light. For how many years did Rip Van Winkle sleep? Mounds?
20.
Correct. Video question by Justin Alberty, VP of Corporate Communications at GRDA.
An elephant was electrocuted in New York in the early days of electric service as a demonstration of the dangers of what form of electricity commonly used today?
Chelsea?
Alternating current.
Correct. In 2018, controversy swirled about how personal data from what social media company may have been used. Mounds?
Facebook.
Correct. What's that? What phrase from the preamble of the United States Constitution means, quote, to work for the good of the whole people? Mounds?
Domestic tranquility.
Incorrect. Chelsea?
To promote the general welfare.
Correct. Before his golf career unraveled, Tiger Woods came to believe that the normal rules did not apply to him. In literature, this kind of excessive pride is called what? Mounds?
Hubris.
Correct. Derived from the Latin word spiraculum, meaning to breathe, what is the name for the respiratory pores on the body of an insect? Mounds?
Spiraculate.
Say that again.
Spiraculate.
Incorrect. Okay, well that was correct. My team is telling me. Spiracles or spiracules? Okay, spiracles. Cool. That's right. All right, here we go. What is the meaning of the Latin root word in these terms? Dominion, dominant, predominant. Rule or power. Video question by Shelia Shook, Education Coordinator at the Tulsa Port of Catoosa.
Prior to the construction of the McClellan-Kerr Arkansas River navigation system, flooding from the Arkansas River caused great hardship to people in Oklahoma and what other state?
Chelsea?
Texas.
Incorrect. Mounds?
Arkansas.
Correct. All right, if an object floats on water, it displaces the water equal to its mass. But if the object sinks, it displaces water equal to its what? Chelsea?
Volume.
Correct. Under the command of Ronald Reagan, what Caribbean island was invaded by U.S. Marines? Mounds?
Cuba.
Incorrect. Grenada. Or Grenada. Math question. So you're going to drive 1,200 miles to see your grandfather. How much time will you save by averaging 60 miles per hour instead of 50 miles per hour? All right, Chelsea?
4
For what?
gallons.
For what?
Gallons?
Gallons?
That's what I guess.
Incorrect. J. Mounds, yes?
4 hours.
4 hours is the correct answer. What aspect of business has been described in these ways? Legalized lying, creation of anxiety relievable by purchase, or what you do when your product is no good? Advertising. All right, that bell means time's up for the speed round. The score stands 80 for Chelsea and 60 for Mounds, but we've got lots of time, 2 more rounds. We're gonna take a quick break.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, you are not just a number. You are our neighbor, friend, coworker, PTA partner, business owner down the street, and so much more. We value our relationship with you. We are here to serve you at any of our locations or online at rcbbank.com. With over 50 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, we're everywhere you need us to be. RCB Bank is your hometown community bank, interested in your financial well-being. RCB Bank, that's my bank.
Hi, I'm Logan Douglas, and I'm a senior, and this is the Chelsea academic team, and I'm the team captain.
I'm Jake Griffith. I'm a senior, and go Dragons.
I'm John Douglas. I'm a sophomore at Chelsea High School, and I play football.
I'm Jaden Griffith. I'm a sophomore from Chelsea High School. Go Dragons.
You're watching I Want Answers on RSU Public TV.
Welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. Now it's time for the Advantage Round.
Next up, the Advantage Round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to the speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, are we ready, Chelsea? Are we ready, Mounds? Here we go, speed question. What agency annually collects more than $1 trillion? Mounds?
The IRS.
Correct. Advantage for Mounds, and your theme is geologic time. What division of geologic time is shorter than a period but longer than an age?
Era.
Incorrect. Epoch. Name the largest defined units of time on the geological time scale.
Eon.
Correct. During what geological period were the immense coal fields laid down in North America and Europe?
Prehistoric.
Incorrect. The answer is Carboniferous period. All right, back to speed. What constellation was named after a mythical water bearer? Chelsea?
Aquarius.
Correct. Advantage for Chelsea. Theme is crime. In 1932, Congress enacted the Lindenberg Law in relation to what crime?
Robbery.
Incorrect. Kidnapping. The baby. All right. The taking into a country of goods for which customs duties have not been paid constitutes what offense?
Pass.
Smuggling. What crime is most typically associated with pyromaniacs?
Arson.
Correct. All right. Back to speed. The first act of the British Parliament for the purpose of raising tax revenues from the colonists levied taxes on commodities such as molasses and sugar imported into the colonies. This legislation became known as what Act of 1764? Mounds?
The Sugar Act.
Correct. Advantage for Mounds. Sensation. What kind of vision is lacking in someone with tunnel vision?
Peripheral.
Correct. These are the 7 sensations detectable by humans using which sense? Camphoraceous, musky, floral, pepperminty, ethereal, pungent, putrid.
Scent.
Incorrect. It's smell. The analysis and interpretation of sensory information by the brain is called what?
Pass.
Perception. All right, back to speed. Name any 2 of the 3 largest American colonial cities in 1720. Mounds?
Philadelphia.
Name any 2.
Massachusetts.
Incorrect. Chelsea?
Philadelphia and Boston.
Correct. So we've got advantage question for Chelsea, and the category is women. What lady who began her career in Medicine Lodge, Kansas, was arrested some 30 times between 1900 and 1910 for hatchetations? Carrie Nation. Maria Sklodowska was born in Poland in 1867 and went on to earn 2 Nobel Prizes for science. By what name do we usually remember her?
Marie Curie.
Correct. In 2016, British conservative lawmakers chose between Theresa May and Andrea Leadsom to become the 2nd female British Prime Minister. Who was the first?
Margaret Thatcher.
Correct. All right. Back to speed. Again, name the largest land bird in South America. Chelsea?
Condor.
The condor. All right. The advantage. It's the Andean condor. Got it. So now you get the advantage for Chelsea, and the theme is nervous system. What part of the brain found in lower organisms with no other brain tissues controls the heartbeat, respiration rate, and many reflexes?
Pass.
Medulla oblongata. The X-shaped crossing of the optic nerve fibers in the brain is called the optic what?
Cross.
Incorrect. Chasm. Name the two divisions of the autonomic nervous system. Sympathetic and parasympathetic. All right, back to speed. In 1778, French Vice Admiral Charles d'Estaing led his fleet west through the Strait of Gibraltar on his way to assist what army? Chelsea?
The Continental Army.
Correct. Advantage for Chelsea. Mechanics. If 200 J of work is done by the effort and 160 J of work is done on the load, then what is the efficiency of the machine?
50%?
Incorrect. 80%. What simple machine has a mechanical advantage of the quantity 2 times pi times r divided by p, where r is the radius of a thread and p is the pitch?
Pulley?
Incorrect. Screw. With what class of levers is the fulcrum between the load and the applied effort?
Balanced?
Incorrect. First class levers. The only kind. Anyway, back to speed. Identify the tool used in silk screening consisting of a rubber blade attached to a handle used to force ink or paint through the screen to the printing surface. A squeegee. Oh, gosh. And that's all the time we have now for the advantage round. The score is 150 for Chelsea and 100 for Mounds, but we got one more great round left, so stay tuned for that. We're taking a quick break.
J5 Chahojif Kadosh Isti Muscogee Dois Yel Ayahan Dois Obanagan Agidejaden Hari Chamanitozo Pombanagan Kitheda Jayaje Ajalagi Salgit Amahayagin Kithlia Yel Sayahlis Nakithlia Salake Muscogee Manejahlis Kontoes Chimbonaga Kithlagat Istitoncha Kithlagidos.
Culture, preserving it, living it.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, one of the largest, most inland river ports of the U.S. inland river system. Agricultural commodities, building materials, fuel, and machinery are shipped into and out of the Tulsa Port of Catoosa daily using a combination of barge, rail, and truck. To learn more about the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, visit their website at tulsaport.com. And also by Advanced Research Chemicals, providing customer-focused solutions to basic and advanced chemical applications. ARC has a long history of giving back to our local and international communities. For more information, visit fluoridearc.com.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
Hi, my name is Jacob Miller, and I am the academic team captain of Mounds, Oklahoma.
I'm Christina Townsend. I'm a junior, and my favorite word is egg.
Hi, I'm Chrislyn Swigert. I'm a junior. I play flute. And hi, Mom.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Smith. I'm a sophomore. I play softball, and my favorite color is pale maroon.
Go Eagles! You're watching I Want Answers on RSU Public TV.
And welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. Now it's time for the whirlwind round.
Next up, it's the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible, and then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 questions, they receive 10 bonus points.
All right, so Mounds, you're trailing right now, so you get to pick which category you would like, either for yourself or would you like to give it to Chelsea to answer? And let me read you the categories. State quarters, spelling, Bible.
We'd like to give state quarters to Chelsea.
To Chelsea. All right, Chelsea, you get state quarters questions. Now remember, your time begins once I finish the first question. Here we go. I'll describe the reverse side of one of the first 15 state quarters, and you name the state. Washington leading his troops across the Delaware.
New Jersey?
Correct. The Charter Oak.
Connecticut?
Correct. Caesar Rodney on horseback and the nickname the First State.
Delaware.
Correct. The Federal Hill Mansion behind a thoroughbred.
Kentucky.
Correct. Inside the state's geographical outline is a peach.
Georgia.
Correct. Minuteman and the nickname the Bay State.
Massachusetts.
Correct. An image of maple trees with sap buckets in the forefront.
Vermont.
Correct. The 3 ships, Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, that brought the...
New Hampshire.
Incorrect. The Wright brothers flyer.
North Carolina.
Correct. The Old Man of the Mountain.
South Carolina.
Incorrect. Good job, good job. You guys did really well. All right, now you get to pick for Mounds. Spelling, Bible, or color.
We'll give them the Bible.
The Bible. All right, Mounds. Again, your time begins once I finish the first question. To which author are these biblical books traditionally ascribed? Numbers.
Peter?
Incorrect. Proverbs.
Mark?
Incorrect. Lamentations.
James?
Incorrect. Act of the Apostles.
Paul?
Incorrect. Romans.
James?
Incorrect. Song of Songs.
Solomon?
Correct. Leviticus.
John?
Incorrect. Philippians.
Pass.
Titus.
James?
Revelation. Good job, good job, good job. All right, now after 3 rounds, the score stands Chelsea 230, Mounds 110, but we got some more speed questions, and here we go. These regions are part of what continent? Great Artesian Basin, Tanami Desert, Darling Downs, Lake Eyre Basin. Chelsea?
Asia?
Incorrect. Mounds?
India?
Incorrect. Australia. What marine life form did Rachel Carson describe in these words? A snail without a shell, a soft, shapeless brown body fringed with flaps and folds of skin so that as it creeps over the weed in search of prey, it can scarcely be distinguished from the vegetation. Chelsea?
Sea cucumber?
Incorrect. Mounds?
Octopus?
Incorrect. A sea slug. So just the two combined. A ship leaves Brownsville, Texas on a northeasterly course. It does not make land in either Texas or Florida, so we know it will do so in one of which 3 states? Chelsea?
Mississippi?
Correct. By what name do Americans know the city called Geneva by Italians? Mounds?
Geneva?
Incorrect. Chelsea?
Milan?
Incorrect. Genoa. In 2017, the remaining documents relating to whose assassination in 1963 were found. Mounds?
JFK?
Correct. In a 1915 demonstration, Thomas A. Watson and what inventor conversed? Mounds?
Crick?
Incorrect. Conversed with each other by means of a 30. Chelsea?
Alexander Graham Bell?
Correct. A sudden military offensive is associated with what German word used during World War II that literally means, Chelsea?
Blitzkrieg?
Correct. And that bell concludes the first competition of the season. The final score stands at Chelsea 260, Mounds 120. So that means Chelsea, you are our winners, but congratulations to both teams. Thank you so much for joining us. Chelsea will advance and be playing the winner of next week's competition between the Claremore Sequoia Eagles and the Kansas Comets. Thank you, teams, for playing, and thank you, audience, for joining us as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. Be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, the Muscogee Creek Nation, the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, Advanced Research Chemical, Rogers State University, and viewers like you. Thank you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
I love coming into the lab every day. My job is to screen evidence for DNA analysis. When I started at Rogers State University, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But after I took my first chemistry class, I realized that I wanted to be in the lab. It does feel good to go to school and to find a direction and then wind up doing something that I enjoy. Not everyone can say that. It all started for me at Rogers State University.